YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another reaction video. Now in this particular video, we're going to talk about why married women hate to give advice to modern women. So I want to play this clip and I want to get your thoughts on this, and I'm gonna give my 2 cents. So make sure you chime in the comments below, share and like the video, and hit that bell to be notified when I upload new content. Let's get it.
Do you want to know why it's mostly single women that give advice on this app? I heard a girl asking, like, why isn't it that the married women are the ones giving dating advice? Why is it single women? Well, every time a married woman shares a good positive story about her husband or her married life, people jump in the comments and wish the worst on her. They say that she's bragging and that you should never brag on your man, and oh my God, one day he's going to embarrass you. We're not bragging. We're actually living our happily married lives, and sometimes when we share, if we share anything personal about our situation, people take it the wrong way. So I give general dating advice here on my channel, but I would love to give more personal, more detailed advice, but I can't really do that unless I talk about my personal situation. And every time I do, on the rare occasion, people are like just wishing and waiting for the other shoe to drop in my life. So therefore, I kind of scale back and I talk very generally.
Listen, and I can relate. And you guys know I give little bits of my life because I think it's important to share when you're trying to give people dating advice or just relationship advice in general. Because to me, your experience is what helps to give this person an idea whether something is working or if it's worked in the past or if it can work for them. If it worked for you, maybe it could work for them. And so that is the whole point of being able to give certain advice based off of your experiences. Just like people like to say, oh, well, if you're not in a dating pool now, you don't matter, or you don't, I've heard people tell me that before, it doesn't matter. To me, that's not the case. I think because we've all dated. Dating is pretty much the same, even though the process is the same, the people have a different mindset. So the people change, but the same thing requires, you to meet a person, take them out, like we've been doing, take a person out to dinner, or take them somewhere, or get to have a conversation with them, get to know them. It's the same process. And that has not changed. So the only thing to me that's changed in dating are the people and the way they think and how they want to go about dating. But for a man, you still got to do the same thing. You still got to get to know a woman. It's just the expectation of the women have changed. So that makes it harder for men to date these women. But when married people come on here, people try to exclude your idea because somehow they think it's not relevant. But I think it is the most relevant because the majority of people are out here struggling when it comes to dating. A lot of men have not been privy to the nature of women, and they're learning that based on women telling them and women telling on themselves what they want, what they do, exposing their nature. A lot of men were not privy to this back in the day. A lot of men are just now finding out how women think and how women move when they've been doing this for years. So all of that is the same. It's just been exposed on social media. So all of this stuff has been around. None of this is new. It's just being exposed on social media. And back in the day, a lot of men were not privy to all of this information because women would hide it. They laugh behind your back. They talk to their girlfriends about you, and they sneak and geek, and they tell you what you want to hear, give you a little cooch, and you think the world is yours. You think it's all good and all gravy until these women should really show up and show you who they are. Now everybody knows what a chameleon is. Everybody knows that these women will play games and then show you who they truly are when they get mad. Now everybody knows this, but this is nothing new. None of this is new. All of this has been happening for years. It's just social media has opened it up and made it more public. So now it's being exposed and talked about. So when it comes to women who are married and women who are, want to give advice to women who are looking to get married or looking to build a relationship or have a stable relationship with a man, I think married people are the ones you should be talking to. Just like anything else, if you want to be successful in a certain area, or you want to do certain things that will make your life better, you should talk to the people who are already doing it, the people who are already successful at it, because they can give you the ins and outs, give you some little tidbits and some tools that may help you to get to where they are. They can use their expertise and their experiences to give you some ideas of what you could do to benefit the way that they did. It's interesting to me how people are more willing to talk to single people who are still struggling with dating and still trying to figure it out. They'll talk to them and get and listen to their advice more than a person who is successful at it and still going at it. Not the ones who are divorced, not the ones who've never been married, not the ones who've never had a solid relationship in their lives. They'll listen to the single people struggling more than the person who has been successful at it. It's mind-boggling to me. And once again, I agree with what she's saying. As married individuals, when you come on here and say something, they take offense to it. They feel, like, I don't know, like, as if you're trying to say that you're better than them, as opposed to listening and taking advice or asking questions and using that to maybe apply to their life to see if it could work. And y'all know I always say, hey, nothing is foolproof. Relationships, all of this stuff, dating, marriage, you're taking a chance. Nothing is 100%. Nothing is perfect. So you should be able to take constructive criticism or take advice from people who are in the place that you're trying to get to. But let's continue.
But I am going to share some personal stories about me and my life and how I kind of landed in this place. Why? Not because I want to brag, but because I do believe that success can be replicated, that we can learn from each other. Like, I can't be the only one who found love later in life, got married at 38, had my son at 39, became a homeowner at 40. I am the president of the Late Bloomers Club, and I want to give hope to not just the late bloomers, even women in their 20s too. Maybe I can save the women in her 20s some time so that way she doesn't have to make all of the same mistakes I did. I am not a dating expert. I'm just someone who got it wrong time and time and time again. And when I finally got it right, things went smoothly for me. So maybe I can spare you guys from making a lot of the stupid mistakes that I did.
And this is why I say it's important to listen and not go into it with a negative attitude, because like she said, she is an example of a person who got it wrong time and time again, and then she switched up and she got it right and it worked out for her. Wouldn't you want to try to learn from other people's mistakes and maybe try what they did and give you a better outcome? I always say it. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over thinking that you're going to get a different outcome. All you're doing is going in circles. You're not benefiting from that. So it would make sense to try to listen to people who have been down either your road or chose a different road and got the outcome before it's too late. You don't want to wait till you're much older and then all of your options are dried up and then you're bitter and angry and complaining because you made poor choices and you didn't get what you thought you was going to get out of that. It would make more sense to start to try to learn something differently as soon as possible. So I just think it's interesting, to see this unfold, how a lot of married women get a lot of pushback. That is part of the reason why a lot of married women don't give advice, because everybody want advice, but they don't want the advice that you gonna give them. When it comes to saying, oh, listen, cooperation and work with a man is not just about money, they don't want to hear that. They want to hear what the hyena tribe and the modern women in society is telling them, that they're a 10 and they should expect this from a man, and that's it. And so far that is not working for a lot of these women. So listen, if it's not working for you and you really want something substantial, try something else and try to listen to people who actually have what it is you say you want. So chime in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.